Hey guys, it is another video of me just talking. Um, it's gonna be uploaded on my second channel, which I'm launching today. Sorry if there's any background noises, that is just my window opened. Um, it's gonna be called The Alex Wander Show, and in the description below is like in the Good Mythical Morning, is like their Hey Hey show. It's going to be like hashtag 001, 002, whatever. Yeah, so if you're following my vlog, I'm going to put it here if I'm ever going to figure out how that annotation thing works. And if you want to view my channel introduction, it's like the first thing you see if you are the new to my experience on YouTube, which every person there is. So basically, what this Alex Wanders show is going to be, not Wonders, not with O, it's going to be with an A, and it is going to be a long show. An episode's going to be consistent of at least 22 minutes, so at least, you know, you will leave in the comments some suggestions, some things that I have to work on. Probably, me not being too long providing my thoughts, because in the last video, not in the vlog video, but in the video about favorite YouTubers and decisions video, that's how I called it. I've been thinking like a lot on the topic of the other YouTuber, so that I need to work on. I need to think faster. I need to edit videos more. So yeah. So yesterday was my first try, but today is kinda the day where I should take this YouTube career seriously, because probably I am still gonna be making videos in the future. Probably they're not gonna be interesting. I'm probably not even going to be as successful as other YouTubers, which have like 1 million subscribers, which have like a 500,000 subscribers. I consider people successful on YouTube if they have like 100,000 subscribers and more. So if you have 100,000 subscribers, yeah, that's good. 50,000, not so much, because kinda you gathered a small population of people. I mean, what have I gathered? I've gathered only 3. I'm just, I'm not even considered a YouTuber. I'm considered one of a bunch. I'm not even one of a bunch of YouTubers. I'm considered like not a YouTuber. I'm considered just a person. So yeah. The main topic of this episode is stupid teens. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about the main topics of the episode. And first of all, that just popping into my head is teens are careless. So careless about things, careless about relationships with other people. So as you probably all know, you've probably been a teen. So if you're like a teen of the 21st century, 21st century teen, you can relate. So that we would all understand that we are teenagers. We need to show ourselves in the society, or the society won't accept us. So girls go out of the way to look presentable, but like in on the Russian network, like in if you type in like Russian schools versus American schools, like, oh, in America teachers is sexy, and in Russians they're like, oh, teachers. I'm like, who the fuck cares? Who cares who are the teachers? Like, oh, uh, American girls are like with their boobs hanging out, and like Russian girls are like fully clothed and all that. Like, I don't care. They're still girls. They are still human beings, and it doesn't matter like what they're dressed in. Um, so yeah, it doesn't matter. But the thing is that probably I've had too many relationships in school to understand that I shouldn't have friends in school, and I don't have friends in school. I basically tend to keep myself away from the main population of the class, away from the population of the class in which people are basically throwing themselves at you, like, oh, you want to talk to me, you want to know shit, and the weirdest thing about is that people make weirdest jokes, like they pull uh pull the girls' ponytails hairless. They shout in class. They're like, "Oh hey, teacher! Like, okay, I'm resting. I'm not doing shit. Why are you yelling at me?" So yeah, they don't care, and that is what I hate. But that is just only school related. Like many of my classmates have pointed it out to me that, oh, you are bringing to your defense the only thing that I don't care about, school. Can you talk about something else? Like, uh, do you like go out, or do you just sit in watching TV shows? And I'm like, well, yeah. So I can only judge people in school by what they are doing in school, but what is wrong in school. But they're careless, and those 6 hours which we spend in school, in America, it's like 6.5, I guess. 6, 6, yeah. So it doesn't really matter if teens are, we are teens, but basically, that statement, teens are careless, it is a statement made from adults' point of view, basically teachers, their parents, and a lot of things. Like, we're going through puberty. We are experiencing our hormonal intake, and you need to adjust to that. Um, so yeah, that was what's happening. So teens, when they're starting, like they're 13, when there are any numbers with teen ending, we ending in teen, it's basically meaning that oh yeah, we are starting puberty. We're like rebellious and stuff. Beware, we can do shit. That's not good. What if I can see myself? But that doesn't matter. Teens can be bad or good. I'm one of the good teens. And basically, speaking of stupid teens, I'm not going to say that, oh, teens are that, teens are this. I'm just going to say how I relate to what part of the teenage society I relate to. I relate to, like, the cool, sophisticated, kinda down-to-earth part of the society of teens. I don't go out of my way for people to acknowledge my existence. If I don't exist to them, fine, I don't exist to them. I have my whole life ahead of me. I can pick my friend whenever I want. Sorry, I spat there. Sorry. So yeah, I don't pretty much care if you are my friend, if you're not my friend. The only thing that I care about is that if you are my friend right now in high school, in my last year of high school, is that please don't change. I hate when people change. I hate when people change drastically. It took me a week to adjust to a new company, to like 20 kids that were at camp, and it was last year. It was last summer, and there were like 22 kids, uh, and I picked the weirdest camp name. I picked the camp name Goats. What does that tell you? Nothing at all. The fact that I've been sitting in my room and going into the closet for most of the time for people not to see me. That's not a gay joke. Going out of the closet, no. It just basically meant that I was too afraid, not too afraid to go to the discotheque, which was, kind of outside my bunk window, my room window. I wasn't afraid. The music wasn't appealing to me. I wasn't interested in the music, and two of my bunkmates went into the room and said, "Oh, where is he? Where is he? Where is he?" And he's like, "Oh, he's in the closet." Funny? No? Okay. So, about a week later, I adjusted to to the camp and to my friends, and then they started judging me. Then they started like, what pictures are you posting on Instagram, like with a fist and with a finger? What the fuck are you doing? You should not be on the internet. And now it's going from stupid to judgmental. Teens make the weirdest judgments. I mean, I understand that, the last week on Friday I had to earn my right to be on the bike because my bike was in the garage, and I kind of showed you in that vlog. You can watch it. Yeah, I had to earn my right to ride the bike. I had to earn my right to keep the garage keys, and it was so freaking hard to do that because my father was like, oh yeah, I'll go check in with my mother. And she's like, no, and he's like, oh no, you can't. And I'm like, well, she is always going to put in the borders on me. And I'm like, and he's like, well, okay, you can have the garage keys, just come to that thing. So yeah, I had to earn my rights to, like, pretty much everything. And another stupid thing that happened this year is that around, like, January 20th, when it was, like, a week to my birthday, a dude from 11th grade, started stomping on my shoes, and that's the dude who's like, I don't know, I didn't tell you about him because that's just my third video, like, fifth video on the internet, real video while I'm not talking like this. So yeah, he started stomping on my shoes, and because we had many rivalries in the past, and we had many metaphorical stomping on shoes, and I pushed him away, and a group of kids was passing by from the first grade, and he fell on two kids. One kid basically spilled his juice, and then he, like, grabs me by my shirt, and then, throws me out the door into the wall and starts, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? And I'm, like, crying. I don't know what to do after that. I'm going into the boys' bathroom, and then he goes into, what the fuck did you do? Do you understand that you could have killed those kids? I was in big pain. I knew it was all my fault. But dude, don't stop on my shoes. I don't get jokes. That kind of joke, seriously, you wanna wreck my shoes? Sure, if we were friends, you can wreck my shoes. You can basically do anything with me if we're friends. But no, my classmates, they throw chalk at me. Sorry, I'm being too dramatic. That's just how I am when I am talking about bad situations. I tend to give in to, the aura, to the energy of the bad situation, and the adrenaline just pops in and takes it all. So yeah, there were multiple situations, and to end that situation, with that whole throwing and kids and all that, I got over it pretty fast. I don't tell my parents anything about it. He apologized. I didn't, because I've apologized for so many things in my life. I didn't think it was my fault. I knew deep inside that it was my fault that I pushed him. But, people need to know what they're doing around me. Either, don't be around me, because I consider myself a psychopath. I consider myself not a normal person. So, there were, like, multiple things. Like, my classmate was dragging me, like, the back of my backpack, and he was dragging me, and I fell on my spine, and it hurt so bad. And then he said, like, are you okay? Are you okay? No, dude, I'm not fucking okay. It's 6th grade. You just hurt my spine. I'm developing. What the fuck are you doing? there were multiple occasions where I could have just stepped back and said like, "Oh no, I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing this wrong. Let me just stop." But something, I don't know, told me that I'm doing the right thing. Maybe I'm going out of my way to kind of end the situation, and it just doesn't always end good. I finish many things in the most disgraceful ways. Yeah, that is just, all this influence that is driving me to do it is just basically the understanding of, what a person can do to you. Because, if you have a good influence on me, then I won't hurt you. Because why do I need to lose a good friend or a good influence of that friend on me? Um, if you are a person who I don't like, who just stomps on my shoes, literally or not, expect something to be done to you. Because I cannot stand people just, wrecking me and not expecting what comes after it. Because to everyone who's been hurt, I'm here for you if you ever need advice. Because, there are people like cutters. So yeah, you've been bullied. Okay, you've been bullied. You see any cuts here? Any cuts here? Sure, there's like a cut here. I cannot show you really, but it's already been masked. Last week I tried the razor blade for the first time and I kind of like... So that happened. So yeah, to all the people who are suffering from life being too hard on them, believe me, I might not be a suicidal person. I might not be a person who's gone through so much in life just to give advice on how to keep your life on track and to never give up. And, to just give you advice that will make you feel better. I'm the kind of person who will tell you that if you cut yourself, you are of course experiencing pain, but that pain is only your pain. Because, people meant to hurt you. You could have answered with words, could have answered with fists, but instead you chose to go into your room, go into your bathroom, make yourself a bath, or just sit in the bed and quietly sob and mask that you are cutting yourself. I've never had a friend who had, who was a cutter, but I have a Facebook friend who is, and I'm lying. I don't have a Facebook friend who is a cutter, but I've been to forums. I'm on an Onision forum, and I've been reading through messages like from people who are like cutting themselves and all that. Just so you know, it doesn't get better. If you stop cutting, it does get better. Because the only thing you're doing with cutting, you're just making blood go out of your body. You're just making the chances of dying simply easy for you. Like, if you like punch, if you will cut and you will cut a vein, then it'll then you will bleed, and then you'll scream, and probably somebody's home. You will like go to them and say, "Oh, mom, oh, dad, I cut myself. I don't know what to do. I'm bleeding." Please don't cut yourself. You still matter. If somebody has bullied you, somebody had said something to you, if the world isn't fair to you, you should be fair to yourself. You should find people who accept you and who think that you matter to them. But if you have a strong personality, or if you have not a very strong personality, you just have to find the right person who will follow that personality and give you great advice, and who will be the person you will love and cherish for the rest of your life, and will be your friend or a significant other or wife or husband. So yeah, teens are stupid. You shouldn't focus on stupid things when you are a teenager. I know that, we're teenagers, we still want to have fun, we still want to drink, we still want to smoke. That comes in the next video, of course. I'm going to be talking about smoking and drinking because most of our teenagers, some of my classmates already tried the e-cigarette. I personally haven't tried it. I will never try it. So yeah, guys. As I said, just keep being you. Or is that someone else's YouTuber's phrase? What is going to be my motto? What is going to be my ending phrase? Oh, yeah, I just got it. Life is a wonderland. Experience it how you want.